Morning. How you doing, Catherine? Big Sarge Customs, how you doing? Jeff, what's going on? Close this window right here. Just trying to get this adjusted here. All right. Got a few people on here so far. Trying to get this thing adjusted right. There we go. What's going on, Jeff? I'm doing good this morning. How are you doing? Somebody give me a topic to talk about today. A meetup. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's awesome. Good to hear that, Jeff. Yeah, at some point that would be awesome for us to be able to do a meetup. What's going on, Angie? That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. What's going on, Not Drew? The red face, I don't know. I've had a red face my whole life, so I don't think it has anything to do with my liver stuff. I've just always had a red face. What's going on, Amanda? Love to you too. Thank you for hopping in today. That sounds really cool. What's up, Julie? Thank you so much for subbing. I really appreciate that. But like I was saying, yeah, it'd be really neat to be able to do a meetup. And I've talked about this. I was speaking about this in the last live that I did, about trying to maybe get like a camping trip together at some point. Of course, I would want to do it here on the East Coast. So, you know, for anybody that's, you know, far away, might not be able to make it, but or maybe they can, I guess, depending. But I think it'd be really neat to get everybody together and do a camping trip up in like the national forest up in like North Carolina or something like that. Can I get this thing level? Thank you so much, Amanda. I really appreciate that. I'm drinking coffee right now too. But anyway, yeah, it'd be really great to get a bunch of people together and do a camping trip. But that would probably be somewhere maybe in like the fall or something like that when it cools off a little bit. Right now is not the time to be doing something like that because it is just ridiculously hot outside. But a sober camping trip, get a bunch of people together. I just think that'd be a really, really cool thing to do. There were a lot of people last week when we were talking about it that seemed like they'd be interested in meeting up. So, tell you guys, the other day, that'd be awesome, Angie. I'd say it would really neat too if we got a bunch of people together and did a camping trip and then maybe went whitewater rafting or something like that. There's a river up there called the Nantahala. It's right outside of Bryson City, North Carolina, and I think it's like class 2, class 3 whitewater raft. It's relatively pretty easy, and yeah, I think it'd just be really neat to get a bunch of people together, maybe go whitewater rafting, do some stuff up there, go tubing, just do some sober activities up in the mountains. They got like a zip line course up there at the NOC, which is on the Nantahala River. They got all kinds of really cool stuff to do up there. That'd be awesome, Amanda. Yeah, I'm gonna start looking into it and seeing because I'd like to try to find a big campground up there that we could like all go to at the same place. Renee said, "What fun stuff you do with your family yesterday?" See you later, Amanda. Amanda, thank you for coming in. Are there leeches? No, there's no leeches up there. We went to. We were supposed to go to the beach yesterday, but it didn't work out because of the rain. But we took our kids to one of those like jump around parks yesterday, and hung out there the whole entire day yesterday. My kids had a blast at it. They have like all these like trampolines, zip lines, video games, just a bunch of stuff like that. Big Sarge says, Julie said, okay, you have me on the zip line. Heck yeah. Big Sarge said, I have a Class A motorhome that sleeps 8. I can house a few people. That'd be awesome. Thank you, Big Sarge. What's up, Donna? Yeah, I'd like to try to find a campground because a lot of the campgrounds up there, they have like one or two, like different sites. I'd like to try to find a place that has like one big site that you could fit a whole bunch of people on. That would be the most ideal thing to do. And I know there's a couple campgrounds like up in Cherokee where I was just at. There's a place called Yogi and the Smokies. There's also the KOA campground up there as well, which is a really nice campground. The only caveat to it is it's rather pricey. But I think that place, Yogi and the Smokies, it's not that bad. But I'll look into it and see, what size campsites they have. And Big Sarge said he'd bring his motorhome. That would be awesome. Where are you located at, Big Sarge? What's going on, Adam? Thanks for hopping on today. I'm doing good, man. Thank you so much. Just a little tired today. Yesterday was a long day. I was about to tell. Oh, you're in Clearwater Beach, Florida. You're not too far. Good morning, Night Rider. Drinking in morning coffee with me? Yeah, I'm drinking coffee right now. What's up, Popcorn Boxing? Good to see you this morning. The other day, what night was that? Was it Friday night? I think. My wife had brought the mail into the house. That's awesome to hear, Adam. Good, man. My wife had brought the mail into the house, and I heard her scream. She was standing in the kitchen, and I said, "What's going on?" And she had a black widow spider crawling up her shoulder, and I flicked it off of her. Donna said, "Survived my friend's barbecue yesterday. Most wrong non-alcoholic." That's awesome. That's so good to hear. But my wife had a black widow spider crawling on her the other night, and ended up falling off and landing on her wrist. And I flicked it off, and she was like, "Is that a black widow?" And I said, "No, it's not." And then I picked it up and looked over it, and it actually was a black widow spider. Live your camping location near to us. Oh yeah. Well, Renee, I'm thinking about going up to North Carolina. Yeah, popcorn boxing. It was a black widow for real. Big Sarge Sales actually in Gatlinburg and Cherokee, North Carolina, camping the same time you were. Oh, really? That's awesome, man. Yeah, we went to Gatlinburg one day and went to that. I can't remember the name of that park up there. Gosh, what's the name of it? It's up on top of the mountain. You got to ride that. Anakista, that's the name of it. We went to Anakista in Gatlinburg. That place is pretty cool. The only thing about it is, and I was talking about it, I didn't realize they serve alcohol there. I got you, Renee. Love. Okay. I was a little confused there for a second. I didn't understand what you meant. Gatlinburg's a pretty nice place. The only thing about it is it's really compact, and there's not a lot of parking there. I wasn't a big fan of Pigeon Forge. That place is just a little bit too touristy for me. I really wasn't a fan of it. Yeah, downtown Gatlinburg, way too many people. That place was crazy. Just trying to get around down there was insane. So somebody give me a topic to talk about today. Anybody got any questions or anything? Have you been to Chattanooga? Yeah, I've been to Chattanooga before. Is there fishing? Yeah, oh, absolutely. There's tons of fishing up there, especially in Cherokee. They have a trout hatchery upriver. And what's funny is you see a lot of the guys that fish on the side of the river using canned corn. I guess because they feed the trout corn. So guys will just be standing on the side of the river with a can of corn and they put it around the hook and they catch trout. Really, really beautiful area up there. Adam said, liver healthy diet. Brandon, good morning. Day one, that is awesome, man. I hope your day one's gone okay. I know that that first day, man, that could be a struggle, a real struggle. Just hang in there, man. I know it's gonna be tough, but just don't give in. That first day is a really hard one, especially going into like day 2, day 3, day 4. After that, it starts to ease off a little bit though. But liver healthy diet, you know, we've talked about this on here before, but you know, fresh organic vegetables, low glycemic fruits. Big Sarge said, understanding you have a ton of work to do to earn back the trust of your loved ones. Yeah, that's a really good one as well. Just to finish off the liver healthy diet thing, I mean, you know, really just lean proteins and you know, organic vegetables, fruits, you know, eating stuff like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, all that kind of stuff. Lemon juice is really good for your liver. Apple cider vinegar is really good for your liver. I take all that stuff and put it into a protein shake at the end of the night with sea salt, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, protein powder, kefir every day. Black coffee is really good for the liver as well. But on the topic of understanding you have a ton of work to do to earn back the trust of your loved ones, you know, that's one of those things that, you know, that's a tough one right there. And I think that more or less that just takes time. You know, because for so long that, you know, we lie and we cover things up. So no mashed potatoes, no mashed potatoes. The thing with mashed potatoes is that they're so high in carbohydrates and they can kind of overload your liver. Now, you know, mashed potatoes are okay. I mean, as long as you're not sitting there eating a whole plate of them. It's just something you don't want to do. Everything in moderation. You can have little bits of stuff. You just don't want to overdo it. Definitely don't want to eat fried food. Julie said, you are a strong man to succeed. I'm happy your wife got you back. I lost my husband to it. I'm so sorry, Julie. Thank you so much for saying that, though. I really appreciate that. Good morning, Angel. But back to the understanding that there's a ton of work to gain your trust back. I mean, like I said, I think that more or less just time comes with that and proving to others that you're actually taking this seriously and, you know, not slipping up. You know, I think like for me, I think that the thing in my relationship with my wife is that, you know, I got really sick and she saw, you know, how sick I got. And she was there for all the talks, you know, where they told me that if you drink again, that's pretty much it. So I don't think she thought that I was gonna drink again. I was diagnosed with POTS syndrome after years of self-medication with alcohol. I'm feeling like just want to find out something was actually wrong, but ignored it. What's POTS syndrome, Nighter Rider? I don't know what that is. What's going on, seemingly Jeannie? Good morning. I don't know what POTS syndrome is. Do I train cardio at all, even if light cardio, like walking? Yep, I do, Adam. I walk a lot. That's one of the biggest forms of exercise that I do is just walking around. I can't lift anything heavy or anything. I've got 2 hernias that I've yet to have surgery on. And you know, I was waiting to have finished with all my ERCPs before I had those hernias, the surgery on hernias. So So I can't lift anything heavy right now. Yeah, walking is great. My doctor told me, to make sure that I'm walking. And that's like the first exercise that I started doing after I'd gotten sick. Yeah, Angel, it really does. Walking helps out so much, especially just kind of expel that energy. I found, like I was talking about yesterday in the video, that just exercise helps so much with the cravings, because it just helps expel that energy, wears you out, and at the end of the day, after you've exercised a good bit, you just feel more relaxed. Yeah, Julie, it really is. Exercise is what helped me get rid of my ascites. It wasn't until I got up and started really moving around the fluids start coming off of my belly. The diuretics and the Lasix and all that stuff can only do but so much, and the exercise and the diet helped like tremendously. Good morning, Better Now 77. Good to see you here this morning. If possible, even lifting you body squats, push-ups is great. Yeah, I can't really do anything like that, like anything that would like initiate my core, just because I have those two umbilical hernias. They're right there at my belly button, and anytime that I like do anything that would initiate my core, I can feel it pushing, and it hurts. My hernias, they bother me pretty bad, so I can't do a whole lot like that kind of stuff. But walking doesn't tend to bother me too bad. And that's one of the things too, about getting ascites, is that a lot of people end up getting hernias when they get ascites, which probably be a really good topic to talk about at some point on here. Just another reason, to refrain from drinking, because you end up with ascites. I mean, I'm telling you, it is one of the most horrifying things that you can deal with. It really is, Adam. We don't have your weather, so I brought myself a treadmill. It rides tomorrow. Hopefully I can lift Amazon box upstairs. Yeah, those things are heavy. What's going on, Slayer? But that's a really good idea, though. A treadmill is a great idea. Angel said, I can't lift too much either. It causes a flare up in my ribs. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How you feeling today, Slayer? You having a good day today, man? I watched your video the other day. Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember when I watched it. LD have so much in common with you. I'm sorry to hear that. Better now. And seemingly, Jeannie said, I try and do as much pull-ups as I can. Getting old sucks. Yeah. How old are the goats? Well, we have, our older goats. I think they're about 3 or 4 years old, and then she's got a bunch of babies. Not very many left at this point. What's up, Micro 866? But I think the goats are probably about 2 months old or something like that. My wife's been selling the goats at this point now. I don't know how many we have left, maybe half. But we do have a bunch of piglets, which is the piglets are what was the profile picture for today. That's good to hear, Slayer. I Love an Alcoholic said, hi, everyone. Finally got around to reading Matthew Perry's autobiography. It's been quite an experience. I read that too. I Love an Alcoholic. I read that when I was in the hospital. I think I had surgery. I think I was when I had my TIPS procedure. I read that book. That was a very interesting book. One of the things I found really interesting that he was talking about in there too is when he said that he was going to people's houses. He was getting real estate agents to take him around to look at homes. And when he would go into the home, he would go into people's bathrooms and go through their medicine cabinet. And he was doing that intentionally to steal medications from people's bathrooms. He wasn't even thinking about buying the home. Crazy stuff. If you guys haven't read that book, that is a pretty crazy book. Yeah, Angel, we're getting a bunch of rain here too. Bunch of rain. It's been raining here all week long. Pouring rain. It rained so hard here the other day, it completely washed my driveway out. I mean, completely gone. Better Now said, I've been tubing on the Nantahala. You're crazy. I wouldn't go tubing on the Nantahala. especially at the end at Lesser Wester. There is no way I would tube down that. Summer's kicked in the UK. It's been here in the South for a long time. Oh, Angie, no worries. It's the Matthew Perry book. I don't remember the title of it. I hear you, Micro866. Yeah, I wish I could send you some. I was like begging for rain, and now we're getting it, and I'm like, can it please stop? Like, we've had enough at this point. Yeah, that's my thing too, Angel. I'd like to have the rain so I don't have to water my plants all the time, because that's such a pain. It's nice to have that rain out there, and you don't have to even worry about it, especially the plants in the garden. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to move to England, Donna. I'm okay on that. That's too cold for me. I couldn't do it. It's always one extreme to the next. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's how it always works. Either no rain at all and everything's super dry, or it's like pouring raining every single day. Yeah, I'm not. I do not. I'm not ready for winter to come, especially the short days. That is like the worst part about it. It's depressing. Angela said, "Did you get your new insulin machine?" I did, but I'm waiting on them to send me the. I have to get the vials that go in it now. Happy Sunday, Spin Girl. Good to see you here this morning. Yeah, I got my new insulin pump. I just have to get the little vials that go in there. It just came in the mail on Friday, I think is when I got it in. Angie said, I'm jealous of the rain you're getting. I'm over here in the heat 100 plus every day, and we got some rain the other night. Just enough to mess with my nice car wash. Anybody got any other topics they want to talk about today? Need to start coming up with like some default topics to discuss on here. Donna said it's better to visit in the summer. How does the new insulin machine work? I haven't taken it out of the box yet, but from what I understand, there's just like the little vials like that you get at the hospital, like when they those little glass vials. You insert it into the machine, and the machine works with my constant glucose monitor. So when my blood sugar starts to get high, the machine will start to release insulin. It's basically like a mechanical pancreas almost is what it is. Topic weeds online. I gotcha. Quitting multiple addictions at once. Adam said, in 5 years, where do you foresee your health being? Like, is everything going to heal up? And Fred said it's 105 degrees, whole July in Reno. Gee whiz, that's hot. Quitting multiple addictions at once, that's a tough one. I don't think quitting multiple things at one time is a good idea. I think you're going to overload yourself if you try doing that. I think that, and I made a video about this a long time ago, but I think that I think you need to try to do one thing at a time, because like if you're a drinker and a smoker, if you try quitting drinking and smoking at the same time, you're just going to drive yourself crazy. Quitting drinking by itself is already hard enough. And then if you're trying to not smoke at the same time, I think it's a bad idea, and I think you're just setting yourself up for relapse. That's just my opinion. I mean, I quit both at the same time, but it really wasn't a choice. I just think it's not a great idea. I think that you need to quit one and then give it some time, and then try quitting the other one after a little bit of time. But to Adam's question, in 5 years, where do you foresee your health being? I mean, I have cirrhosis. The cirrhosis is never gonna go away. Um, 5 years from now, I have absolutely no idea where I'll be health wise. I have chronic pancreatitis too, and it's like the doctor said, it's not a question of if I'm gonna get pancreatitis again. It's a matter of when. So I don't know. I mean, I'm trying my best to take care of myself now. Hopefully, I'll be in a good place in 5 years. It really just depends. I mean, there's just really no way to know. I really don't know. Matt said this guy on Ninja Warrior had one of those pumps. Oh, okay. Jeff said, what do you consider to be your new vice or guilty pleasure now that you don't drink or smoke? Coffee. Coffee, definitely coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest. I probably drink more coffee than I should. But it's just I really enjoy drinking coffee. I mean, I drink coffee like all day long. I don't eat a lot of food, so that I just don't do that kind of stuff. Really coffee is what it is. Yeah, exactly, Slayer. One at a time, man. Donna said my new vice is copious amounts of sugar, and I don't drink or smoke. Yeah, Donna, I know how you feel, because anytime that I would quit drinking in the past, before I found out I had diabetes, I would get bags and bags of candy and just plow through it. I had such a sweet tooth after I stopped drinking. I don't know why that is. I think one of the reasons is that your body is craving the sugar, because you've pulled the alcohol away. And I mean, you're pretty much drinking, sugars when you're drinking. Adam said, I quit drinking and smoking at the same time and heavily supplemented with sugar for a few months. Yeah, I did the same thing. I said you have to remember that it was a choice. Plenty of people don't quit even when their back is against the wall. They die. Give yourself credit. Yeah, I feel you, Matt. I do, but at the same time, I just think it was easier for me to do it because I mean I had one or two options at the time. Slayer said, "You're gonna be stronger than ever in 5 years. Don't worry about it." Thank you, man. I hope so. Sammy Jeannie said, you'll be here in 5 years for sure. Your transformation in 1 year is incredible. Thank you so much, guys. What's up, Stefan? Mike said, I agree, Slayer. I believe LD will be telling a story when he's an old man at his farm. I hope so. Spin Girl said, what's a typical day of eating for you? So I wake up in the morning, I'll have coffee, and then a little bit after that, I'll have a protein shake. Somewhere around lunchtime, I will have another protein shake. Maybe in the afternoon, I might have a little bit of fruit, maybe some strawberries or blueberries or something like that. Maybe a little bit of yogurt, maybe. And then I wait until dinner time. And usually I don't eat again until maybe 7, 8 o'clock at night. And I only eat one real solid meal a day. One of the things is that, when you end up with chronic pancreatitis, and any of you guys that are on here that have chronic pancreatitis, you guys understand what I'm talking about, or if you've dealt with pancreatitis, your pancreas starts getting super sensitive, and you start realizing the foods that affect it. And I just have to be really careful about what I eat every single day. I was talking to my wife about this yesterday, as a matter of fact, and I was telling her that, I've realized that I don't live to eat anymore. I eat to live, and it's not about anything. I don't ever get to really eat what I want anymore. It's not about that. Those days are over. And I completely understand it. I'd rather be able to live my life and not have a stomach ache all the time. So I just have to watch what I eat and be very careful and diligent about what I put in my mouth. Adam said, my thing was Tre Leche's cake. Angie said, my liver doctor said that coffee helps the liver. I started drinking coffee when I was diagnosed with cirrhosis. It does, Angie. It really does. Black coffee really does help. Mia said, is liver scarring automatically called cirrhosis? No, it's not. I think it starts off at like fibrosis, cirrhosis is at the point where it's just it's scarred and there's no coming back from it. Angel said gummy worms. Better now said work on the sugar because it's damaging to the liver and the pancreas as well. It is. Yeah, sugar is definitely damaging. Adam said, now I rarely eat sugar, but those first 8 months, yeah. Anytime that I tried to quit before that, I did the same thing. I just ate tons of sugar. Good morning, CHP. Good to see you. Doing good today, CHP. I've seen addicts switching to copious amounts of coffee before. It's something that happens to us, replacing one thing with another. Yeah. I mean, I'm just being completely honest. I'm not, I drink a lot of coffee. Were you into spicy foods before your diagnosis? I absolutely was, man. I put hot sauce on everything that I ate, and tons of it too, and ate a lot of really hot food. I used to make like ghost pepper sauce, and I used to play around with Carolina Reapers and all that kind of stuff back in the day. I cannot do that now. Have you ever been able to put on any weight, LD? Yeah, I put on some weight. I mean, when I made that first video, the first one on this channel, I think I probably weighed about 130 pounds, somewhere around there. I'm up to almost 150 pounds right now. So I've gained some weight. I've been hanging around somewhere around like 140 to 150, and it just kind of varies from there, but I haven't broken that. Fred said I was diagnosed with early cryptogenetic cirrhosis last week. I was told got years before I start seeing complications. I'm so sorry to hear that, Fred, but at least you don't have to worry about having any complications right now. Thank you so much, CHP. You're awesome. You're incredible. Matt said, would you say you were depressed when you were drinking, or you just kind of in a stupor? I was definitely depressed. Absolutely, 100%. Absolutely. And I think that, I've always kind of had something there, but the alcohol just made it 10 times worse. I used to have really crazy thoughts when I was started drinking, really depressive thoughts, especially when I get really intoxicated. I would just sit around and mope by myself when I was drinking. Stephen said, I didn't realize you can become intoxicated from too much water. I had a bad experience this weekend. I didn't know you could get intoxicated from too much water either. I think it's awesome that you started this channel and you're being a great example for others. Thank you so much, Spin Girl. I really appreciate that. I can't believe that I'm at where I am right now. I'm blown away every single day. Brad said, Brad from New Jersey, 5 months sober, thank you for your channel. That's so awesome, man. You're 5 months sober thanks to you, man. I didn't do anything, just made some videos. You had to deal with all the withdrawals and all that stuff and the cravings. It's not easy. And seemingly Jeannie said, Dr. Berg said the liver can lose greater than 50% of its fat within a year or something like that. I believe our livers can regenerate. Our livers definitely can regenerate. It's just when once you get to cirrhosis, there's nothing they can do at that point. But a fatty liver can definitely be reduced. It can be turned around. You can get rid of fatty liver disease. What's up, Nick? I'm good, man. Thank you for hopping in and saying hello today, man. I really appreciate it. Adam said, what's my favorite hot sauce? Tabasco or Tapatio. I'd probably say Tapatio. I really like Tabasco too. I like how vinegary the Tabasco sauce is. I like vinegar. When I was growing up, we put apple cider vinegar. We used it as a condiment in our house and put it on like our vegetables and stuff. So I just grew up really enjoying vinegar. I've been eating apple cider vinegar since I was really young. Buy, sell, repeat said my mom had cirrhosis of the liver. She has since passed, but she had this strange addiction towards the end. My mom never smoked or drank, but she started smoking to eat the ashes. What? Wow. That is very strange. I've never heard of that before. I'm sorry to hear that, though, that your mom passed away from cirrhosis. I'm really sorry. 50 Caliber said, can you do a video on pause? Yep, post-acute withdrawal syndrome. Lots of people say things get easier after a few weeks of quitting, but for me, it lasted many months. Thanks for your channel. 14 months sober. Congratulations on 14 months sober, and I will definitely do a video on pause. I'll do one this week. Let me put that in my phone. I've got a little file here where I keep all my ideas at. Got it written down. Thank you for the idea, 50 Caliber. I will definitely do a show on that this week. CHP said, thumbs up, show LD some extra love. Hit the like button. Thank you, CHP. Slayer Sober said, you were like me, LOL. I love hot food. The more it hurts, the better. The burn is almost like a drug. You're absolutely right, man. I really wish I could eat hot stuff like that. I just can't. And I really like red pepper chili flakes. I used to put that stuff all over my food too. I used to make these like pickled cucumber chips all the time, and with like tomatoes, and I would like pour like a tablespoon of those red pepper chili flakes in there. I just loved it, but I can't do it anymore. Thank you so much, Buy Sell Repeat. I really appreciate you saying that. Angie said this may be a really ridiculous question. It absolutely is ridiculous, Angie. I'm just kidding. But I read in a liver group on Facebook that I am in that lotion and stuff you put on your skin can absorb into the skin and cause damage to the liver. I would imagine so, Angie. Absolutely, 100%. I was just watching something this morning right before I started doing today's video, and they're talking about this new opioid that they have encountered in Florida. It was just a news thing this morning. It's called ISO, and they say it's 50 times more powerful than fentanyl. But my point of that is that the police officer that they were interviewing was talking about how just touching it, it can absorb into your skin and cause an overdose. So, I mean, if you can touch something like that, I would definitely imagine that by putting lotion on, whatever chemicals in it are going to absorb into your skin. Adam said, yeah, with the water, your electrolytes get zapped, and it can get that bad. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, so it's basically like drowning out the electrolytes in your body. CHP said, love you. You are doing it. Love all your videos. I don't know if CHP is talking. I think you're talking to Slayer. Matt said, did your wife get to know you while you drunk, or was it the real you when you guys started seeing each other? Matt, I wasn't an alcoholic. I mean, I had problem drinking during that period of time. When I first met my wife, I drank more than I should have, but she knew me as a pretty sober guy. As a matter of fact, I smoked a lot of pot back then. Whenever we first met each other, I drank, but I smoked more pot than I did of anything else. I just wasn't a huge drinker. I drank, but she knew me sober. And I think, and I've said this before, I definitely 100% think that if she hadn't known me prior, she would not have stuck around through all this. She knew who I was before all that happened. What's going on, O'Neill? Good morning. 1 week sober. That's so awesome. Congratulations on 1 week. That is, the first week is the toughest. Have a good day to you too, Fred. Thank you for hopping in today. Paul said, hey gang, I'm out on the trails with Iris, my dog, listening as we walk. First time been out with her in over a year. That's so awesome, Paul. Glad to hear you guys are out walking around. Are there any chef movies that show what it's really like? Yeah. What's that one with, is it Bradley Cooper that did that chef movie? I can't remember the name of it. Bradley Cooper's the one that played in The Hangover, right? That movie, definitely, really shows what it's like in a kitchen, 100%. And that other movie with that guy, he's a comedian, kind of big guy, curly black hair. He was a chef, and then he like bought a food truck. That movie right there is a very good representation too of what it's like to be a chef. Theodore Ortega said, hi brother, God bless. I'm glad you are doing strong. Had a question. Do you ever get random dizziness from your cirrhosis? Yeah, I do. Absolutely. And thank you for being here, Theodore. I do get dizzy sometimes. CHP said you're killing it, Larry, with all the wonderful hot food. CHP said, dude, Big Brother's really trying to take us out. Andy said, wow, that's crazy. Thanks for answering. I have a list of questions on my phone to ask my doctor. Thanks to you, LOL. I'll ask that question. Yeah, Angie, I definitely, 100%, stuff gets absorbed into the skin, and I would definitely be careful about that. Who knows what kind of chemicals they're putting inside of that lotion. Thank you so much, CHP. I really appreciate that. I will definitely tell her that you said that. CHP said this is my Sunday morning church. Thank you. Stephen said, LD, do you think excessive weed led to your alcohol consumption? Quitting smoking serious marijuana was so easy. No, I don't. I don't. What ended up happening is I actually quit smoking, and that's when my drinking started ramping up. Is after I quit smoking marijuana. That's when I really started to drink pretty heavy. I didn't like mixing the two of them that much. Angel said, Paul, Andrew, love you, or walking your dog. Bradley Cooper is also a sober guy. He helped Brad Pitt get sober. Yeah, I saw that the other day, as a matter of fact. That's crazy. Adam said, what's your go-to breakfast? A protein shake. I drink muscle milk all the time. That's muscle milks are like the one protein shake that I drink every single day. I've tried playing around with different ones, and like there's like Premier Protein and some bunch of other ones. They just don't agree with me as well as the muscle milk, and it's just the way my body works, I guess. They just agree with me very well. But that's what I drink for breakfast. I don't eat solid food throughout the day. If I eat anything solid in the day, I'll end up with a stomach ache. And if I'm trying to get anything done, I just don't do it. I like I was saying earlier, I've just figured out what works for me now, and that it's just what works for me, and that might not work for everybody. Stephen said, another bad question. If you have a lot of energy, could I still have cirrhosis? You know, Stephen, I honestly, I would say probably. You know, there was a time when I had a bunch of energy, and I probably had cirrhosis during that period of time. But I've talked about this when when I used to drink, alcohol gave me energy, and a lot of it. When I used to drink, like a lot of people will get tired and sleepy. Alcohol did not do that for me. Alcohol got me wired. I mean, like I would be bouncing off the walls when I drank, and I think that back in those days I probably did, and I just was drinking and it was giving me energy. Angie said, what is your favorite celebrity chef? I watch a lot of cooking shows. My favorite celebrity chef would be Anthony Bourdain, but you know, he's passed away. But he was my favorite by far. I just loved his attitude. I just like that guy so much. I like his books. He's just such a smart guy. Wait, no. Angel said, no biscuits and gravy. No, no biscuits and gravy. Although I love biscuits and gravy, but no, I don't eat biscuits and gravy. Popcorn Boxing said, do you think there is a difference between wealthy and poor sobriety? Can you give me a little bit more context in what you're trying to get across to me there? I don't understand what you mean by wealthy and poor sobriety. Like, you mean like, is there a difference in the way that people live when they're poor and being sober and wealthy and being sober? Theodore said, a personal question, and I would like the most honest answer you can give, brother. Going through all your struggles and on the journey of life, what do you think is the purpose of life? Family and connections with people. 100%. Something that I lacked for a very, very long time. And I think family and keeping those connections with our family and our friends is the most important thing in this life. And love for each other, being kind. So often, we get caught up in our own life and, quick to jump at people and yell at people when things aren't going our way and being understanding. I mean, I just think that's being humble and taking the time to listen to other people. I mean, I just really think that's one of the most important things in life. And I'm just being completely 100% honest with you right now. Big Sarge says, thank you for this channel and all the work you put into it. I tried AA and it was not for me. It was too structured and impersonal. This is my daily meeting that's kept me sober for 17 days. Thank you so much, Sarge. AA is not for me either, man. I tried. It didn't work for me. And I actually tried going to an AA meeting a couple weeks ago, and it was a pretty disappointing experience that I had. I thought about doing a show and talking about it on here. I don't want to badmouth the AA community. That was one meeting that I went to. So who's to say that they're all that way? But I just haven't had the best experience with it. Adam said, for people who get energy when drinking, they are more likely to have problems with alcohol. Yep, absolutely. I've talked about that before on here, Adam. And from that Andrew Huberman podcast. And actually, Jordan Peterson has spoken about that too. Speaking of Jordan Peterson, there is a comedian, and I can't remember the guy's name. If anybody on here knows who Jordan Peterson is, but there's a comedian who does Jordan Peterson impersonations. He's got like a show on YouTube. The guy is hilarious. I have got to find that video and post a link for anybody who's watched that guy. It is hilarious. Saucy said, sorry to ask, bro. God bless you. When you speak liver disease, the cirrhosis you have, bless you. I think what you're saying is, am I talking about cirrhosis? And yes, that's what I'm talking about. Angel said, okay, I can't look at corn the same way after hearing your story. Yeah, that was I'm not joking around. And that was like the PG version of that story. I didn't want to get too deep into the details. But the story got a little bit dirtier than that. CHP said, healing childhood trauma and loving family. Yeah, absolutely. Angel said, agree, family and friends. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Popcorn Boxing says, so Brad Pitt trying to get sober is a different journey to a factory worker getting sober. So I don't think so. Popcorn Boxing, I think that I don't think that there's any difference. Because addiction doesn't know any boundaries. And now, would I say that maybe it's a little bit easier for somebody like Brad Pitt to get sober than a factory worker? Absolutely, I think so. Because think about that factory worker who can't afford, doesn't have health insurance, can't go to rehab. They've got to figure it out on their own. They're still going to work and working a 12-hour day, 5 days a week or 6 days a week or whatever it is, and working another job. They're trying to fit that in with their schedule and trying to get sober, take care of their family. Where you got somebody like Brad Pitt, who's got the money, the means, can go right into a rehab facility, spend 3 months in there. It's not that big of a deal. I think it's easier, but I think it's still just as hard for either party. Better Now said AA can help in a crisis. Yeah, absolutely. I think so too. I think that AA has its purposes. I went to AA. My wife was taking me to AA for a while. What's going on, Stephanie? Good to see you here. Yeah, CHP, one size doesn't fit all. Stephanie said, LOL, like Jordan Peterson. I've got to find that comedian that does those impersonations. I'm telling you, it is hilarious. I was just watching one of them the other day, and the guy's like dressed up because Jordan Peterson's always wearing these weird suits when he does interviews now. This guy's got this like ridiculous suit on, these boots that have heels that are like this tall, and his impersonation is like spot on. Crimson Blue said, not to discredit AA, but I quit with the help of who I called God 4 years ago. Best thing I ever did. God bless all. That's good for you, Crimson. Good for you. So happy to hear that. Congratulations on 4 years. Having empathy for others, even when you didn't directly impact you, is so important and needed more in this world. Absolutely, Mike Ray 66. 100%. CHP said, I love all your stories, LD. You are a very funny guy and a great story. Thank you so much. Question. I've never gone to an AA meeting, but is it true they ask you for your name? I don't think. Anytime I've been to AA, just everybody says their name, but you only say your first name. I can't remember of any time of them asking for my name per se. But anytime I've ever been, everybody just says like, "Hey, my name's Bob. I'm an alcoholic," and I'll do the same thing. Slayer Sober said, "I'll be going to my first AA meeting in months tonight. Wish me luck, y'all." Yeah, I saw that you were going to an AA meeting and you were gonna take everybody along for the ride. You still planning on doing that video tonight, Slayer? Donna said, "I like Jordan Peterson too." Better Now said, you can say your name or you can pass. Okay. Stephen said, I was told by an MD that rehab doesn't work for alcohol. I don't know if that's true or not. If not, find another one. That's a good point, Mike Rue. Celebrity recovery is a good alternative. Celebrate recovery? Okay, is a good alternative to AA. Christ-centered. Okay. I've never even heard of that before. Theodore said, I'm going through my own struggles as well, and I love your answer about life because it is the exact same as mine. You have definitely learned a lot going through your journey of life, and I respect it. Thank you so much, Theodore. I'm glad that you're on the same page. Yeah, that's a good point, Stephanie. You can use a fake name. But yeah, for so many years, I just passed up on so many opportunities to spend time with family and friends. And hanging around with the wrong people. You know, I pass up on spending time with my wife and my kids to go hang out with my next door neighbor. And all we were doing is standing in my driveway getting drunk and having meaningless conversation. And meanwhile, my wife and my kids are begging for my attention. You know, let's play Monopoly or whatever it is. And here I am standing in my driveway on my 16th beer for the night talking about nonsense. CHP said the more support a person can have in this journey of recovery, the better. Absolutely, 100%. Theodore said, I pray you 10,000% recovery, and I know God is on your side. I'll be waiting for your testimony when you're fully healed, my brother. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. You're so nice, Theodore. Donna said, hey, Slayer, I dare you to introduce yourself as Slayer at the I think you should, Slayer. Absolutely. 100%, man. Shattered Flint said, AA caused me serious anxieties. It was like a cult. You know, that's funny you say that, Shattered Flint. I have recently, because I've been watching some videos about AA since my AA experience a couple weeks ago, and there are a bunch of videos on YouTube about AA being like a cult, which I'm not saying it is. I've just seen a bunch of videos talking about that here recently. Going to AA was probably the worst thing I've ever done. You have been in my thoughts. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, Pellets. What's going on? Man, I went looking for you. Pellets, I'm so glad to see you back on here, man. I went looking for you. I missed your comment, and I heard that, I'm not going to get into what you said in the comment, but I was told about your comment. I didn't see it, and then I went looking to respond. I couldn't find you. I went through all my old videos looking for you. I couldn't find you. I wanted to send you a message. I could not find you anywhere. I guess you removed your account. So good to see you back here again, Pellets. So good to see you. I'm so glad you're back. There you go. Say your name's Micro. Are you thinking about going to an AA meeting, Micro 866? Hi, I'm Slayer. I'm an alcoholic. Someone calls the cops. That's what Catherine. That's what Shattered Foot's saying. That's pellets. They may do a deep cavity search. Jeff said one aspect of AA I don't agree with is their step is to tell your deepest, darkest secrets and trauma to someone with no formal training, counseling, or psychiatry. That I have not seen. I didn't know they did that, but I have not spent enough time in AA to get that far. Mine's been split up over the years. I started going to AA when I was a kid, and then I didn't go again for years. And you said too much pressure and control from sponsors is what I've heard from some. I had the exact opposite. I had a sponsor and I couldn't get him to give me like every time I tried to contact him, he was always busy, and he just never could talk to me. Not saying that was his fault by any means, but I just I got a sponsor and I kept calling him, and I was really in a bad place. I mean, I would call the guy like bawling, crying, and telling him that I was having cravings so bad. I just need you right now. I need somebody to talk to. Crimson said, wasn't bragging. LD, just want to put that out there. Your videos really help out in your perspective where I can still easily be. Thank you. Thank you so much, Crimson Blue. I really appreciate that. I was wondering the same thing, Catherine. I've missed Pellets. Micro said, is Pellets back? Hey, Pellets, I'm wondering where you are. Well, Shattered Flint, if you're the Pellets, you got a lot of people here that are glad to see you back. What's going on, David? Everybody's doing good this morning, man. We're having a great conversation. Good to see you here. Thank you for sending love, Shattered Flint, or Pellets. It's really good to see you back, Pellets. Man, look at all the people here that have missed you. You were such a positive voice on this channel, and we really did miss you a lot. It's so good to see you back on here. Andy said, has anyone heard or tried Smart Recovery? I did weekly meetings when I first got sober, and it was so much better than AA. It really helped me. Never heard of Smart Recovery before, Angie. Wake Now said, Pellets, hey. CHP said, the LD family is incredible. It really is. There's so many nice, caring people on here. Shattered Flint says, smile. Thanks for caring, y'all. That's so awesome to see you back. I really did go looking for you. I could not find you anywhere. I looked through like 50 videos for you. I could not find you. And I knew that I responded to you on a bunch of videos. I'm just guessing you deleted your account. Ty Rob Gaming said, first I lost my dad to alcoholism, then I lost him to AA. You know, that's one, I saw another Ty Rob Gaming, or T Rob Gaming, however you pronounce that, but I just saw a video the other day, and it was Angie Huberman that was talking about this, and I'm gonna go back in my history, find that video, and I'm gonna link it into tomorrow's or today's video in the comments, because he was talking to someone, he was doing an interview, and he was talking about how alcoholics can tend to get addicted to AA. They pour themselves so deep into it, and it was like a 5-minute conversation talking about that. Slayer Sober said, my brother had a sponsor once who pretty much told him, I'm too busy to deal with this, shunned him off. I've heard it's hard to find a good sponsor. Yeah, Slayer, I had a really hard time with it too. CHP says, I'm so happy Pellets is here. I am too. David said, hiya Angela, Micro CHP. Donald said, everyone should mention LD's channel at AA meetings and how much support they get from here. Thank you, Donna. That's good to hear, David. Shatterflint said, I feel touched. Thank you all. You should, man. Everybody here really did appreciate you a lot. you really brought a lot of positivity to the channel, and I've missed you being here. I know everybody else has. You're just a breath of fresh air, and I'm so glad to see you back. What's going on, Cynthia? Good to see you. Big Sarge said, I believe Tyler Fisher is the one that does all the celebrity impersonations like Jordan Peterson. He is great. I'm gonna go on my history and look. I can't remember. What's going on, Jersey girl? Good morning. Just had waking up to a great cup of coffee and a wonderful love chat. That's awesome. Good to see you here, Jersey girl. Mark, you said I thought about it several times. LD, just don't know if I would feel comfortable. If it's a cliche type, I would get super pissed off. I'd rather not be disappointed. You guys are my AA. Yeah, I understand, Micro 866. Give it. I mean, it's worth it. Give it a shot. I just went on. I went on Google and just typed in AA meeting near me, and there's like a website, and it told me where one was, and I just showed up. You know, the one thing that I did find a little bit annoying when I went there, though, is like the first day. Like, I haven't been to an AA meeting in a long time. And please don't anybody get upset with me because I'm not bashing AA by any means. But the one thing that I did not like about it was like, I went to the meeting, I sat down at the table, you know, we all introduced ourselves. 2 minutes into the meeting after introducing ourselves, they start passing around a collection plate for money. And I'm like, this is my first time I've ever been here, and you're already handing me a collection plate asking for tithes or something. I didn't understand that. Seven said, my father used to drink a bottle of bourbon in the morning and then pick up the telephone. You look good, LD, as compared to 3 months ago. Thank you so much, Stefan. Sorry to hear that too. I've never thought about joining AA. This is my go-to for recovery. That's so good to hear, Donna. CHP said all about connection and love. Support here. Absolutely, 100%. Slayer said, Micro, this is definitely like our AA. Yeah, absolutely. You and Slayer's videos have helped me through some tough patches. Thank you both. Finally made it to the live chat. 100%. That's what we're here for. Stephanie says she's out for a walk today. That's awesome. And listening to this. That's so cool. I think that's so cool when people tell me they're out like walking or exercising and listening to the live. CHP said, I need a 12-step program for coffee. You're not kidding. You know, and that's one of the things, like, you know, they say that a lot of us will pick up one addiction after, you know, we give up alcohol. And I know that I absolutely have. And coffee is one of those things that I consume a lot of. I mean, how bad for you is it, I guess? I did not like my experience with AA, said David. I'm sorry, man. There's a lot of people just haven't had good experiences there. They say that 5% of people are successful in AA. Just aren't very good numbers. Piru up north said, good morning. I agree this is like AA. I've been watching for a month now daily. Thank you so much for being here, and I really appreciate you saying that. I Love an Alcoholic said, I could really relate to Matthew Perry about being a mentor. You can do it for others, even though you can't always do it for yourself. 100% agree with that. Stephanie said, I go to Al-Anon for women. How do you like Al-Anon, Stephanie? I've never really heard anything bad about Al-Anon before. Slayer said, that's awesome to hear, Tyro. Jeff said, I also struggle with the higher power aspect of AA, but for now, my God, it's an acronym for these videos, the live chats, group of drunks. That's so cool, man. In the UK, the first AA meeting is free. Gotcha. Did Shattered Flint or Pellets, did they pass around like a tithing bowl? Jersey Girl said, hi, Micro, good to hear from you. My nephew Lenny said, you don't have to go to meetings, but having sober people you can go and have coffee with helps so much. It's like the social component that helps so much. Absolutely. I definitely agree with you. I just downloaded this app and I was talking about, I think last week when I did the live, this app called Phoenix. It's on the Play Store, and it's basically like a sober like meetup app, and it's just a bunch of sober people, and there's like stuff that you can find, like group meetups. I looked on there. There's not really anything. I live in a really small town. There's nothing here, and the closest place to me was like an hour away, and it was all like working out stuff. And I'm not gonna go to a gym. Adam said he's making chicken cacciatore. I haven't had chicken cacciatore in a long time. You put olives in your chicken cacciatore, Adam? Sounds really good, as a matter of fact. I haven't had that in years. Better Now said AT is core, AA is about rigorous honesty. That part helped me. I haven't gone to a meeting in several years. Yeah, at its core. Gotcha. Now I see what you're saying. Yeah, I definitely agree with you better now. And I would have to say that that's something that I do here on this channel is be honest and talk about things that are going on, things that I've dealt with, things that I've been through. This has helped me out so much doing this channel. And I know Slayer talks about that too, about his channel. And I would tell anybody here, go for it. Start your own channel if you feel up for it, and talk about stuff that you've been through. It really makes you feel better. CHP said, I'm not getting no coffee. Yeah, me either. Angie said, LD, I hope we don't put too much pressure or stress on you for helping all of us. I often think about that. No, Angie, you guys don't. Not at all. I think, the biggest thing is like, doing the videos every day, it's not that hard. It's just getting to the comments sometimes. I just have a lot going on. But I've been trying better to balance that here lately. I get to them when I can. When I first started the channel, I really put a lot of pressure on myself. And I've just had to kind of take the seat back and just focus on my life first. And I still do the videos every day. And when I can get to the comments, I will. But I was just putting way too much pressure on myself in the beginning. But I'm in a much better place now. I just realized what I needed to do. Theodore said, have you ever heard God talk to you? And if you have done, and if you have, do you have an idea on what he may be telling you? Just a question if you are religious. So Theodore, I am religious, and that's one of those things. I'm just going to keep that one private and between God and myself, and no disrespect or anything like that, but I would say absolutely yes, and I'm just, that's between myself and God. But I have. Angela said CHP switch decaf. Sevi said that's a bummer. I enjoy AA's sister program, Al-Anon. Well, that's good that it works. Al-Anon is for it's like for the family members of alcoholics. Rick Suzama said A sounds more stressful when anything, especially when you hear you have to make it all about God. I'd rather watch these videos and hang out on live chats. Yeah, I understand, Rick. Stephanie said, it's all good. I had a friend who didn't like Al-Anon who went with me. Al-Anon is for friends and family alcoholics. Yeah, they pass around a money ball there too, really. Crimson Blue said they pass it around, but you're under no obligation to contribute, as they told me. I felt obligated, and that's just how I felt. And it's probably just myself. I just felt obligated. Nobody told me I had to. I didn't want to be the only one sitting there not putting money into it, though. And you said I downloaded the Phoenix app. I haven't dived too much into it, but I'll play around with it soon. Yeah, I didn't really see a whole lot on there. Adam said, yes, sir, and hamburger calls. I don't have enough chicken ready. Wait, now so hanging out with sober people is so healthy if you're a social person. 100%. I believe so too. My nephew Lenny said, Rick says, Susanna, there are secular groups that are worth checking out. Crimson Blue Sal's court ordered. David, Al-Anon is different from AA because the Al-Anon is for like the friends and the family, like Stephanie was saying, of the alcoholic. It's a place for the like friends and family members to go and I guess discuss it and get some support. Because the thing is that alcoholism does not, or an addiction doesn't just affect us. It affects our friends, our family. The only thing I notice is hard at Al-Anon women's group is when we hear the AA group because they can be loud men and it's a bit triggering for women to experience domestic violence. I'm sorry to hear that. Shadow Flint said, I think my experience AA was full of caring people. I was unable to do the step where I had to make amends to other people. I can never forgive my father. Thought of doing so makes me ill. I'm so sorry to hear that, Shadow Flint. Donna said, I think there's the same thing, David. I haven't been, but I think call AA that in the UK. So, Adam, that sounds delicious. Stephen said, what should one do if they're brothers and sisters and drink every day and get away with it? I don't understand what you mean there, Stephen. What do you do if your brothers and sisters drink? You mean like your brothers and sisters are drinking, getting away with it? Could you give me a little bit more context there? What a girl said, I think coffee was what saved my liver. I think it's what saved my liver for despite binge drinking for 3 years and also other organs. When I finally went to the doctor, he said all my organs were good. That's good to hear, what a girl. I pretend my plain black coffee was wine to get me through the day. Hey, it's bitter. Donna said, I really find my son boring when he's drinking and talking to me. Now I don't drink. Yes, the conversations when people are drinking and when you're sober, start to realize what you used to sound like when you drank. And you're like, wow. Jeremy Johnson said, hey, LD, my wife turned me onto your channel a couple days ago, and this is my first live with you. I'm on day 3 with no alcohol. I'm glad I found you, and I can't do AA either. Good. God bless you, bro. Hey, God bless you too, Jeremy, and I'm so glad your wife turned you onto the channel. I'm so glad you're here. You're in the right place, man. This is an awesome community of people. Everybody here is so supportive and nice. You are definitely in the right place. Thank you for being here. CHP said, love you all. Go make it a great day, a good day, guys. Absolutely, CHP. I love your attitude. Shay Small's channel said, great videos. You have inspired me on 7-day sober day. That's so awesome. 7 days. That is so good to hear. And by the way, Jeremy, congratulations on, what'd you say, 3 days? Yeah, 3 days. Congratulations, Jeremy, on 3 days. And congratulations to you, too, on 7 days, Shay Smalls. That's awesome. Those first days were the toughest ones. But if you can make it through that, it just starts getting easier and easier. Getting away with it without health problems. Stefan, okay, now I understand what you're saying. The thing is, I spoke with my doctor about this one time. And I was asking my doctor, I said, why is it that some people can drink and not get sick, and somebody like me ends up getting so sick from it? And my doctor told me this is exactly what she said. She said at some point everybody's going to get sick if they continue to drink. It will catch up to them. So it's just some of us get sick sooner than others, I guess. Absolutely, David. Jersey Girl said, just want to tell everyone how much you all mean to me. What a great channel. Thank you so much, Jersey Girl. You mean so much to us, too. Stephanie Lake said, I love drinking seltzer, but I had to get my acid reflux under control. Are you talking about seltzer water or the seltzer waters? I drink the heck out of those. I can drink a 12-pack of those seltzer waters in a day. Better not say great news, Jeremy. Angela said, congrats, Jeremy and Shay. Yeah, congratulations. Jeremy said, I see that. Wait, now said coffee is actually really beneficial to the liver. Yeah, absolutely. Wait, now said sobriety. All the cool kids are doing it. 100%. You know, the thing is, it's so easy to just stop by the store and get a 12 pack or a bottle of liquor or whatever. It's a lot harder to not indulge. Jeremy said the harder days will be during the next week when I have to leave the house, or I'm doing this for my health because blood work is scary. I'm sorry to hear that, Jeremy. I understand what you're saying though about getting out, and you know, when you're home, you're safe. You're not going anywhere. You're not around it. But I think you'll be okay. Just hang in there. I do these videos every single day, Jeremy. So you'll have something to watch at least. Shay said, LD, today is my first day at work sober. Oh, that can be a tough one, or just go straight home after work. Go straight home and hop in the bathtub or something. That was one of the hardest things for me too. Whenever I would quit, because I would try to quit drinking like when I had vacation, and then going back to work was really hard, especially on the ride home. I think talking about A here is really useful. There used to be a forum called Bright Eye. This forum has closed now after about 15 years. It was a lifeline for many. Never heard of that either. That's awesome, Jeremy. I'm on 11 of 21 days sober this month. Best it's been in a year. Last month I've only had 10 sober days. I've already passed with more time. July left. That's so awesome to hear, Richard. Congratulations. Adam said, what herbs do you put in your cacciatore? Thyme, basil, oregano, and that's it as far as herbs are concerned. Maybe, and I might throw a bay leaf in there as well. And just said Craig must be busy today. He probably is. He's probably working. Stephanie said, good job, everyone. Thank you, Stephanie. Rick User said, 15 days alcohol-free today. Longest stretch since 2018. Thanks for what you do on this channel and all the great folks here. Congratulations, Rick User. That's so awesome, man. 15 days. That's a really good stretch right there. I couldn't ever get that far on my own. That's really good to hear. Jeff said, any favorite analogies for sobriety? Mine is for one day at a time, as if you picture all the laundry you'll do. In your life, it sounds like an insurmountable task, but we just have to do one load at a time. Absolutely. That's one of my favorite ones too, Jeff. Is the one day at a time. I mean, because it is so true. You can't think about yesterday, and you can't think about tomorrow. If you do, you're gonna start to stress yourself out. Just take it for today. I'm not gonna drink today. Thank you, Stephanie. Stephanie said, proud of you guys. David said, yeah, I didn't even know pancreatitis was a thing you could get from alcohol, and I didn't even get sick I get sick in my early 30s. Yeah, David, I didn't know about pancreatitis either. I'd heard of it before, but I didn't even know what it was. And then once I got diagnosed with pancreatitis, I realized I'd had pancreatitis probably 15 times leading up to that time. It's crazy. Mike said, hey, congrats, Rick. Yeah, absolutely. Paul said, that walk with my dog was exhausting. Haha. But man, that felt great. Surprised the hell out of my dog too. That's so good to hear, Paul. Yeah, going for a walk, just getting some energy out. It make you feel good. Then you go home, you're tired. And when you plop down on the couch and just watch a little bit of TV, you don't feel guilty about it if you've done some exercise. Donna said, LD's advice to me was chug a load of water when I was getting bad withdrawal. It really works. 100%, Donna. And thank you. Yeah, especially those carbonated waters. Chug one of those and you get a full belly. Stephanie said, I didn't drink while pregnant and can't imagine I will again. That's so good to hear, Stephanie. What a girl said, my trigger is toxic people, so I have cut many people out of my life and don't crave alcohol anymore. That is so good to hear. What's up, Marsha? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're feeling okay. How's your pancreas doing these days? Is everything doing okay with that? Crimson Blue said, if it was easy, everyone would do it. But given how hard it is to quit, anyone should be proud of themselves no matter how much time they have. LD is right, though. It gets easier. 100%. 100% Crimson. Richard said, it's actually becoming easier to not drink, but getting through day one, again, is the hardest. I 100% agree. David said, awesome, Rick. Shutterflint, are there people here with a positive story about AA? LD, can I ask you what your long-term prognosis is? Will your liver heal up, or what's the next step, bro? No, I have cirrhosis. It won't heal. I'm just basically, just living life and trying to stay as healthy as I possibly can, and trying to live as long as I can with with the tools that I have and with the organs that I have. I'm not eligible for a liver transplant. So the liver that I have is the one that I have, and that's the one that I'm going to be living with for the rest of my life. I do have a TIPS procedure because I did have, I have portal hypertension. I had ascites really, really, really bad. But long term, I don't know. Back in October of 2022, I was given 1 year to live. And, it's been over a year at this point, over a year and a half, and I'm still here. So they were wrong. Jeremy Johnson, it's a good sign that I'm not retching this morning. Absolutely. Chaloid's Den said, hi from Ireland. Hey, what's going on? All the way in Ireland. Yeah, for real, David. Shay Small said, I suffer pancreatitis as well. I'm so sorry to hear that. Pancreatitis is horrible. I cannot stress that enough, and I can't say it enough times. You do not want to end up with pancreatitis. It is the worst back and stomach pain that you have ever encountered in your life. Amanda said, oh, hey, the chat's still going. What's going on, Amanda? We're still here talking. Adam Brady said, who knows? Maybe in 10 years we can grow livers in a lab. It's funny you say that, Adam. I just saw something this morning where they have, they just created a drug in Japan that they're about to start human trials in like 2030. And they're going to be able to start regrowing teeth with this new drug. So who knows? Maybe they will. Stephanie said a family friend will learn how to liver transplant. It must be tough. Yeah. My uncle donated part of his liver to a stranger years and years ago. And it took him like a year to recover from that. McCara said, hey, LD, have you ever tried intermittent fasting before? I've read it can be great for the liver. Absolutely, I have. I absolutely have. I kind of do it every single day, to be honest with you. Marsha said, good to see you too. I've been here hanging out in the rafters. I haven't been feeling well mentally, my friend, but physically my pancreas is healing up very well. Did you start enzymes? No, I haven't started the enzymes yet. I'm glad to hear that your pancreas is doing better. Sorry that mentally you're not doing all that great yet. I just had to do a fecal sample on I think it was Monday. I went to the laboratory, so I'm still waiting to get those results back, and they're going to start me on the pancreatic enzymes. Stay strong, big man. You're a credit to yourself and your family. Thank you so much. You too. And you said, LD, I've compensated cirrhosis. Do you know if it will eventually turn decompensated? I don't know, Angie. I don't know the answer to that question. Big Sarge said, I believe God has other plans for you, LD. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I definitely think that I was meant to be here doing this. Shattered Flint said, "Hi Amanda, hi Mike Rue, hi Catherine." Micro6 said, "LD, do you think having elevated ALT, AST levels is a good indicator of liver damage? Wondering if normal levels means the liver is still good based on experience only." I don't necessarily think so. You know, I think the only real way that they can know for sure is by doing either a fibrosis scan or a liver biopsy. I spoke with my doctor about that one time, and I think the only real true way they can know 100% for sure is by doing a biopsy or a fibrosis scan and taking a look at the liver. So I don't think that having those elevated numbers is a great indicator. Because I've had elevated numbers at times, and just for no reason, and then they'll go back down. I don't know. My doctor said that it's just not, like I said, either a biopsy or a fibrosis scan is the only real way to know for sure. Marilyn said, "I started watching your channel before I quit drinking. You always have a good word. I just hit 6 months sober, and I'm grateful for all you do." Thank you so much, Marilyn. I really appreciate that. Congratulations on 6 months. That is so awesome. That's a long time. Amanda said, "Hey, Shattered Flint. Mike Rue is here too. Hey, Catherine Hine. So cool to see everybody. Good for you, Marilyn." Catherine said, "Shattered Flint, hi." Angie said, "What is intermittent fasting? I've also heard it's good for the liver. I think I don't do as much, eat too much." Intermittent fasting is like you only eat for like a certain period of the day. So you have like a 6-hour window that you eat, and then you do not eat anything again until, so for the rest of the day, so in a 24-hour day, you eat in a 6-hour window, and then you do not eat again until your next allotted time. You can eat during that period of time, but you cannot eat anymore after that. David said, "With pancreatitis, you need to be careful with fatty and sugary foods too." Absolutely, David. We were talking about that at the beginning of the live today. Someone was asking me about diet, and I was telling them, that I have to be very careful about the foods that I eat because they can irritate your pancreas so quickly. McGarry said, "Also, I don't ever think you comment on a video, but your video made a huge difference for me. I was for sure on the brink of having a serious alcohol issue, and your videos really helped me." That's so awesome to hear, McGarry. Thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry that you were on the brink, but I'm glad that the videos help so much. Amanda said, "I've heard so many good things about intermittent fasting." Yeah. Marsha said, "Great. I think you'll like the enzymes." Yeah, I hope so too, Marsha. The only thing I heard is they're super expensive. Angela said, "Pancreatitis is scary." Absolutely scary. It really is. McGarry said, "I feel so much better after I stopped drinking." That's so good. It really, it's crazy how much better you start feeling. Donna said, "I saw my stepfather die of pancreatic cancer last year. The pain he was in was indescribable. I was screaming at the medics to get him into the hospital. So traumatic." I'm so sorry to hear that, Donna. And I can tell you, I completely understand what you're saying there. And I've been in the hospital multiple times with pancreatitis, and I don't care what the painkillers they give you, it barely even touches it. And when they're giving you like shots of Dilaudid, and that stuff is like super powerful, and when they're giving you a shot of that and like you still hurt, I mean, it's bad. They had to give me one of those ones with the button one time, and it still didn't even touch it. Scott Frieda had compensated cirrhosis. It will reverse, Angie. I think it's an 8-hour windows to eat, and the rest of the hours are fasting, being hydrating only. Yeah. It's reversed. LD, you're supposed to be here. You're helping people. Thank you so much, Shattered Flint. Paul said, I personally wouldn't accept a transplant if I was offered. Just a moral thing for me. Paul, I'm 100% behind you on that, and on the same exact way. I've said that before, that I wouldn't want one even if someone offered it to me, because I destroyed my liver, and I would not want to take one away from somebody who didn't. 50 Caliber said, no more throwing up and brutal hangovers is one of the best parts of sobriety. Many other great benefits too, of course. 100% 50 Caliber. I 100% agree with you. I threw up every single freaking day. Every day. Jeff said, high AST, ALT can also be an indicator to me. Vitamins. My daughter thought I had hepatitis. When I was taking too many, my levels normalized when I stopped. Did not know that. Amanda said, hey Slayer, good to see you. How are you feeling? David said, I have to give a fecal sample tomorrow, and based off the results, I may or may not need enzymes. We'll see. Wish me luck. Yeah, David, I just had to do that on Monday, man. I hope everything goes okay with that. Did they already give you the container, David, to do that? Donna said, thank you, Mike Griffiths. Sorry for those pancreatic problems. Yeah. Slayer said, I'm not too bad. Marcus suggested it sounds awful and extremely painful. It's so bad. Shadowfun said, I've been carnivore for over a month now. I know this isn't possible for everyone. You were lied to about fiber and vegetables. Yeah, I can't do the carnivore diet. I just can't digest that much meat. I'm glad it's working for you, though. Busy. Catherine said, Paul Andrew, I think you should rethink that. You're probably expensive, yes, but the insurance, my bottles cost $50. They do last. Okay. Catherine said, David, wishing you well. I wonder if it feels like a punch to the liver in boxing. You mean getting pancreatitis? I don't know. I've never been punched in the liver in boxing before, but I can tell you that it makes your back feel like you got hit by a car and ran over it, and then backed up and then drove over it again. I'm not joking. It makes your back hurt so bad. Like, I was flopping around like a fish, and I'm not kidding. My back hurt that bad. I was putting heating pads, ice on it. I tried everything, and the back pain was horrible. I was sleeping on the floor. I mean, I tried everything. Bengay. It didn't matter what I did. Big Hair said, not to be gross, but my poops have become much more solid since I stopped drinking. Hey, I get it. Absolutely, 100%. Because it just gives you diarrhea all the time. Same thing. When I stopped drinking, all that stuff went away. Now, not when I was on lactulose and all that kind of stuff in the middle of pancreatitis, because that just wrecks your stomach. My grace is 6. Thanks, LD. Just going to continue to refrain from drinking, eating clean, exercising, hoping I didn't do any damage to my liver. All my levels have been essentially normal. Thankfully. That's so good to hear, Micro. I'm glad. Marsha said, the last hospitalization with pancreatitis after the first dose of Dilaudid, I told the doctor to put me in for hospice consult. Not that I was suicidal, but I just could not live with this pain. I completely understand where you're coming from, Marsha. I really can. It's horrible. Amanda said, I just heard your comment, Don. I'm so sorry what you went through and the experience with him. Sending you warm thoughts and prayers. Catherine said, LD, if you didn't take a liver transplant, the other recipient would not be necessarily more worthy than you. I understand. Amanda said, that's great, my crew. David said, yes, they gave me a container. Hey, David, not to be gross or anything, man, but if you take like some saran wrap and put it over the toilet, that's what they told me to do. Just an easier way not to be digging around in the toilet. and, and you don't want to have to sit there or like holding that container up your butt or anything. I'm not trying to be gross or anything, but that's just what they told me to do, was to put saran wrap on the toilet bowl. Slayer said acute pancreatitis is so painful. So I could only imagine full blown. Oh yeah. And give me some of the workout mojo. I haven't gotten back to exercising, but the kiddos at the school run me ragged. Paul said, thanks y'all. You're welcome, Paul. And I said, that's horrible, LD. I'm sorry for anyone suffering with pancreatitis. Yeah, it's not fun. Julie said, Amanda, exercising can be cleaning out the house. Absolutely. Cleaning the house works just as good as anything else. And you're getting stuff done. David said, thank you, Shay. David said, the back pain can be worse than the stomach pain. I 100% agree with you, David. 100%. The back pain is the worst part about it, I think. Michael said, thanks, pellets. I'm doing all I can. It's my 2024 goal resolution. Amanda said, you're right, Julie. I keep setting big goals. I should probably consider working out to them. Where's Pellets? I hope you're doing well, friend. Pellets is here, Amanda. That's Shattered Flint is Pellets. Hey, you got a new account. McCara said, LD, not sure how much you want to talk about it, but what was your faith like during your darkest times? Has faith God always been a big part of your life? No, it was not. Not back then. I mean, I've always believed, but it was not a big part of my life. I was in a pretty dark place during that period of time, to say the least. Shadow Flint said, I think a deep conversation about AA would be useful. Yeah, we'll definitely save that for next week, Shadow Flint. I say next week that we start off this live talking about that topic. But thank you for the idea. We'll definitely talk about that next week, Shattered Flint. That we'll start the whole conversation off with that. I don't have too much longer that I can stay on here today. Jeremy said all those poop talks and make me want to go. Bonsai said, really appreciate your content. Your videos are very motivational to me at this time in my life. I had about a year of sobriety under my belt, but relapsed and haven't stopped. I'm so sorry to hear that. But thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate that. And thank you for being here, Bonsai. David said, this test is a bunch of crap, no pun intended. For real. Hit that, John Jeremy. Angela said, I had a transplant this time last year. Oh, wow. I guess you're doing okay now. Angela, are you feeling better since you've had the transplant done? That was punny, David. Donna said, I just want to shout out to Jennifer Schaefer. Didn't she inspire you, LD? Yep, 100%. She sure did. Jennifer Schaefer absolutely inspired me. She's the one that inspired me to get up and start moving around. When I watched that video of her walking around the park in Spartanburg with her daughter, I'll never forget that day. I watched that video and I said, if she can do it, I can too. And I just got up and started moving. CRAES. Where's that cray cray? Yes. Shay Smalls. So I checked out your video the other day. I hope you're doing much better. Tyrobi Gaming said, LD, are you still thinking of doing a gathering at some point? Yeah, we were just talking about that at the beginning of this live today. And I was saying that thinking about this fall, trying to get a bunch of people together and doing a camping trip up in the mountains, North Carolina. I'm going to start looking into some campgrounds up there and seeing if I can find a big campground for us all to meet at. It'd probably have to be something where I'd have to take reservations because I'm gonna have to see how many people that we have before I do it. So it'd have to be something where I have to get people to sign up. And once I know exactly how many people that we're gonna have, and I'll probably have some kind of like a buffer or something, see about getting maybe 40, 50 people together. Who knows? Who knows how many people might show up? I know a lot of people don't live here in the United States, but if they can get over here, that'd be awesome. Man, I said I watched from Jennifer. She is super inspiring. Absolutely. Jersey Girl said, when I went down to the beach in Atlantic City last week, I had this terrible vision of corn floating in the ocean. That's funny. I said, sorry to hear, Angela. Hope you're feeling better now. For sure. Oh, no worries, Shadowflint. I just asked anybody what they wanted to talk about and give me some questions, and we just started talking about it. So, but we'll definitely talk about it. We'll start the conversation off next week about AA. Absolutely, Slayer. That would be so awesome for us all to get to meet each other. You get to see each other in person. Angela Turner said, trauma. I'm just now trying to gather up all these pieces. I'm sorry about that, Angela. I understand. I know exactly what you mean about the trauma. I'm still dealing with some of that stuff too, from all the surgeries and stuff that I've had and being in the hospital. It can really take a toll on you. Man, I said, ooh, haha, I just got washed the corn. Story from memory. Finally, my chance to go to the U.S. There you go, Donald. Absolutely, 100%. Us actually at the same place at the same time would be very cool. Absolutely, man. Love sober in a hole again. Not in the summer sleigh, unless we're glamping. Yeah, no, we're talking about doing this in the fall. Thank you, Adam. Please give us notice so I can try my best to plan for it. I will, Amanda. I'm gonna start looking into it and see where I can find. I really would like to go to the North Carolina mountains. For anybody who's never been up there around the fall time when the leaves are changing, it is absolutely beautiful up there. And Donna said the corn store is absolutely hilarious. Thank you. I have to head out now, guys. Take care, everyone. Yeah, you take care too, David. Thank you so much for being here today. Man, I said, oh my God, glamping. It's weird having some different DNA in me. Yeah, I would imagine so, Angela. You know, one of the things that's strange too, as I've heard, is that people who have like transplants or like they start having like memories of from the person that they got the transplant from. Very strange stuff. I truly send you awesome positive vibes. Positive vibes back to you, Shatterflint. I completely understand, Angela. It's not good, at least to me, so I'll go to NPA. Yeah. But I've seen the images that were there were on up as wow. That's what I'm thinking about, Jeremy. Bryson City. And just says it's like a reincarnation. Wow. I love the nature. It's too bad because I enjoy the outdoors. Just wrecked my Harley up there in June. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Jeremy. I was just up there in June too. And that's what she said. For it's literally survival but beauty on its own way. Yeah. How far is from where you're thinking about camping to Charleston? I'm currently trying to plan a trip to Charleston area. It's about a 5-6 hour drive from Charleston, maybe. Angie, it's not that far. Nature's oldest natural remedy. 100%. Sounds really rugged. Oh, it's not that bad, Donna. I'll be so happy to have the frequency of thunderstorms you guys get. I don't know what you're referring to, Jeremy, about the what? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just up there on vacation back in June. Right at the end of June. Is Bull Sluice near Bryson City? What you know about Bull Sluice better now? That's one of my favorite rapids in the whole entire world. That's so awesome. You know about Bull Sluice. Yeah, I was there. Bull Sluice is about an hour from Bryson City. You got to drive down into Clayton, Georgia, and then shoot up 443, and then go into Bryson City. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe an hour and a half. We got a man the other day. I ran out in the plant, get some rain, saw lightning. Plus, wow. Better now. Have you been rafting or paddling on the Chattooga before? To meet up, what would be the best city to fly into? Probably Charlotte, Angie. Definitely probably Charlotte. I don't think there's an airport in Asheville, North Carolina. If there was an airport in Asheville, that would probably be the best place because you're like right there. But probably Charlotte. Charlotte, I think it's about 2 hour drive to that area. It's not far. Maybe Tennessee. I don't know where airports are in Tennessee, but maybe Tennessee as well. Maybe Nashville. I'm not sure. Back in the late '90s. That's so awesome. Yeah, I've been paddling Chattooga River I haven't been up there for a while since I got sick, but I used to go up there every single weekend and paddle, and for years and years and years, for a very long time. I love the Chattooga River. That's where Deliverance was filmed. Deliverance was filmed on the Chattooga River and in the Tallulah Gorge. And the Tallulah Gorge is only just maybe a couple miles from the Chattooga River. College days, lived near Chattanooga. Went rafting in Nepal. So scary but exhilarating. Absolutely. I love whitewater. Scary, you better have a chance of getting hit by lightning when you're Lowry, for real. Where do I live? I live in South Carolina. I live right, I'm not gonna say exactly where I live, but I live on close to this. I live right on the South Carolina Georgia border. Just say that. I hear banjos. Yeah, I'm not. I'm a couple hour drive from the coast and a couple hour drive from the mountains. Yikes, Deliverance. I've never seen it and don't want to. Oh, Deliverance is a great movie. There's some parts in that movie that aren't the best, but that's a really good movie. One of my favorites. Absolutely, Amanda. Oh, you're in North Georgia. Awesome. It's good to get scared sometimes, for sure. Yeah, Jeremy, you're in North Georgia, man. That's right up there. Right, because you got North Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee all come together right at that place where like Long Creek is, right there on the Chattooga. And one of these days, I'm gonna tell you guys a really crazy story that happened to me up there. I flirted with telling you guys before, but maybe one of these days I'll tell my story about what happened to me up there. I just don't want you guys to get the wrong idea about what happened, think I'm some crazy person. Jeff said, "Do you have a favorite movie about alcoholism sobriety?" Mine is Flight with Denzel Washington. Yeah, I think probably one of my favorite movies about alcoholism, which it's not about sobriety at all, is Leaving Las Vegas. That movie, anytime that I've ever been like getting really bad cravings or something, I'll watch that movie, and immediately I remember why I don't ever want to drink again. That movie is just it's an eye opener for me. Deliverance was an intense but great film. It gave me nightmares. Yeah, that's a really good movie. You're at 1.5 hours from Bryson. Okay. Better now is Southeast Wisconsin. I was just thinking about how I gotta watch that again. Deliverance. Man, the desert sucks so bad. Yeah. We're all crazy when drunk, for real. Clean and Sober movie. Michael Keaton. I've seen that movie too. That's a good one too. Mountain View Campground in Hiawassee, Georgia is beautiful. I camp there every year. I've never been there before. I'll tell you a really cool campground is the Mile High Campground up in right outside of Cherokee, North Carolina, right off the Blue Ridge Parkway. It is beautiful up there. My wife and I went camping there one year in the middle of summer. It was in the middle of July, and it got down to like 39 degrees at night. Beautiful place. There were elk all over the place walking around up there. Just beautiful, beautiful area. And the views from that place, it's ridiculous. Born and raised in Southeast Georgia, living in Southeast Tennessee right now. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, Flight is a really awesome film. Nope, the service is getting wonky. Video froze, but comments are still coming in. Even though Las Vegas is powerful as an alcoholic, you can almost see yourself in that position if life fell apart and you gave up. It will wake you up for sure. Absolutely, Slayer. 100%, man. It is, Amanda. It's a hard one to watch, but it's one of those ones that if you're looking for some inspiration to get rid of some withdrawal and get rid of some cravings, it's one of those movies you go back and you watch it and you go, yeah, okay, now I remember why I don't drink anymore. Especially when he's waking up in the morning and he's shaking and he's chugging the vodka out of the bottle. I used to wake up every morning like that, shaking that bad. I couldn't hold anything in my hands. It makes me almost sick to my stomach when I watch it because it makes me remember how bad off I was in the morning when I would be holding my cup literally like this, you know, hands shaking like that because I couldn't get the liquor down quick enough to make the shakes go away. I mean, horrible. It's scary stuff when it gets that bad. It's really scary. Well, guys, we're almost at 2 hours here now. I can't believe this time has gone by this fast. Gee whiz. We're at 1 hour and 51 minutes. It's about time for me to have to get off of here, guys. Gotta get some stuff done today. We gotta go shopping for my kids for their back to school. And got some stuff to knock out today. So I need to... Sarah said, you know it's bad when you can't lift the cup to your lips. You're shaking. Man, 100%. I used to have to put... So I would take my cup and I would put a straw in it and then I would have to set it down and I would have to lean over to drink out of it because I couldn't hold the cup in my hand. I would be shaking so bad. Absolutely, Sarah. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Donna. Absolutely, Amanda. Thank you so much. You have a great day. Mike says, storm chaser in your last life. Thank you so much for being here, Adam. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Marsha. Happy shopping. Thank you so much. I sure will. Have a great day, Angela. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. Jeff, you're so welcome. Thank you for being here. Love you too, McAir. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you too. Thank you for being here today, Slayer. I really appreciate it, man. I hope you're feeling okay today, dude. Like, for real. I really appreciate you being here, man. Until next time, too, better now. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much, Angie. I really appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Thank you, Catherine, so much for being here today. Bye-bye. I'll see you later. Have a great day today. You be easy, too, today, Slayer. I really appreciate it, man. Hey, nice meeting you too, Jeremy. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Hey, keep it up, man. You're doing great. Have a great day, my crew. I really appreciate it. Love you too. Oh, wow, Piru. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's horrible. Thank you so much, Alette. You have a great remainder of your day too. See you tomorrow too, Big Sarge. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, stay cool for real. How much did you drink a day, LD, and for how long, bro? I drank over a half a gallon of vodka every day for over a decade, and I drank for probably almost 30 years, seriously. But super heavy, probably about 12 of nothing but vodka, pretty much. See you later, Marsha. Bye, Jersey girl. Love you too. Love you too, Slayer, man. You have a great day, man. Thank you so much. See you later, Shatter Flint. It's so good to see you back, Pellets. I really appreciate you coming back on, letting us know that you're okay. I was really worried about you. I'm so glad to see you back here again. Yeah, absolutely, Micro866. So let us know about your meeting, Slayer. Big love to you too, Amanda. You take care too, Tyrobi Gaming. Talk to you soon too, Micro866. Alright guys, well I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here for today. Thank you so much everybody who came in here today. This was an awesome live. It was really good. God bless you too, Chalois Den. Have a great day too, Paul. Hey, thank you so much everybody who came in here today. This was an awesome live, and I appreciate everybody being here, being so cool, kind. I really do appreciate it. Everybody was so nice on here today and supportive. I can't thank you guys enough. I remember when I first started doing these lives, I would get trolls on here talking all kinds of trash and stuff like that, and we just don't have that problem anymore, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. I really do appreciate it. So, that said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Love you guys so much, and y'all have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye, everybody. Love y'all.